Today we're taking a look at Sharpsburg and the 7 key things you need to know if you're considering a move to this area. Geographically, Sharpsburg is in a great location. You're sitting right in the center of everything, 5 to 10 minutes from Noonan, Peachtree City, and Fayetteville, giving you instant access to top-rated Coweta County schools, great local parks, and if you're into golf or local craft breweries like Lion Creek, it's all right down the road. Plus, easy access to I-85 makes traveling to the airport or commuting to Atlanta extremely convenient. Having lived in Sharpsburg for a little over 5 years, I know firsthand just how convenient it is to everything. Today we're pulling up the map to break down some of those key 7 points and how the area is laid out and what homes are actually selling for right now. As a licensed Class A general contractor with over 20 years of hands-on building experience, my goal is to bring a real builder's perspective and give you peace of mind when you're ready to take that next step. Hit that subscribe button and feel free to schedule a Zoom call with me anytime using the link below if you're planning a move to the Atlanta metro area. Now let's jump straight into point number 1. Number 1 is Sharpsburg Geographic Layout, and to really understand it, we need to take a look at the map. A lot of people looking at the area don't realize that the historic town of Sharpsburg is actually very small, less than a quarter mile with a little over 300 people. When people talk about moving to Sharpsburg, they're always referring to the unincorporated Sharpsburg in Coweta County, which has grown to over 21,000 residents with a steady annual growth rate. As you can see here on the map, Highway 34 runs east to west along the north side, connecting you straight west into Noonan, while Highway 54 cuts across the east towards Peachtree City. On the west side, you've got Thomas Crossroads, and on the east side, you've got Fischer crossings, which serve as the 2 main commercial areas for local dining, your retail services, and local entertainment like the NCG movie theater, which we'll dive into a little more detail later. If you have pets, you've got great local veterinarian clinics and pet boarding options right in those same areas. You're usually no more than 5 to 10 minutes from pretty much anything. Number 2 comes down to the housing value, the average acreage or the lot sizes, and what the actual market data tells us about Sharpsburg. Looking at the latest data for June, the median sales price in Sharpsburg came in at $465,000. When we compare that directly to Peachtree City at $599,500, buying in Sharpsburg saves you over $130,000 right off the top while giving you significantly more land and square footage. And compared to the entire FMLS area median of $418,000, Sharpsburg holds a strong, desirable market position while still being far more affordable than your neighboring Peachtree City. When you break down the cost on a price per square foot basis, Sharpsburg sits at $181 per square foot compared to $245 in Peachtree City and $192 for the entire FMLS area. In terms of volume, Sharpsburg is a smaller market, recording 10 closed sales in June, matching Peachtree City's 10 as well. That shows you it's a tight, low inventory market where homes sell for right at 100% of the list price in about 21 days, giving sellers their full asking price with very little room for buyer negotiation, while still coming in on an average $130,000 cheaper than neighboring Peachtree City. Number 3 comes down to the actual housing styles and property options you'll find across the Sharpsburg area. If you're looking for new construction, you have choices ranging from planned communities like 12 parks on quarter-acre lots to smaller developments like Durham Estates or Platinum Ridge, where builders put new homes on full 1-acre wooded lots. On the other hand, Sharpsburg is really known for its established homes sitting on full 1 to 5+ acre properties. These homes give you established lots, nice lot separation with no HOAs, and space to build a detached garage, workshop to park an RV or a boat. And if you choose a community with HOA restrictions, there are great local facilities right nearby off Fischer Road and Marion Beavers Road where you can store your boat or RV. Number 4 is a huge factor for families moving to the area, and that's the schools. Sharpsburg falls inside the Coweta County school system, and depending on which area you live in, your elementary schools include Willis Road, Popular Road, Cannon Gate, and Thomas Crossroads. When you look at the niche ratings across these elementaries, they consistently score in the A- to B+ range. For middle school, kids usually head to Lee Middle, Blake Bass Middle, or East Coweta Middle, which also score in the A- to B+ range on niche. When it comes to high school, most Sharpsburg will go to East Coweta High School, which carries a B+ rating on niche. But depending on where you live in Sharpsburg, like over near Canongate area, you'll go to Northgate High School, which earns an A rating and ranks as the #1 public high school in Coweta County. And if you prefer private education, Trinity Christian School is right here off 54, which also holds an A- rating on niche as well. Number 5 comes down to what there is for families to actually do around Sharpsburg. Beyond local recreation, both East Coweta and Northgate High Schools have great athletic programs and extracurriculars, making youth sports and Friday night games a tradition for families here. And for kids of all ages, Hunter Complex sits right here on Highway 16 across from Coweta High School, offering youth basketball, football fields, tennis courts, and an 18-hole disc golf course and a playground all in one area. If you're a golfer, you have Canongate 1 across from Northgate High School for private club memberships. But if you prefer pay-as-you-play, places like Summer Grove and Coweta Club are just minutes away with open tee times. And during the summer months, families have easy access to public splash pads and recreational pools like Lynch Park Pool that's within minutes of anywhere in Sharpsburg. Also, if you're into boating or fishing, you have access to major lakes like Lake Lanier. While those North Atlanta lakes are super popular, they get extremely crowded on the weekends. But if you're looking for great all-out fishing, West Point Lake down in LaGrange is just a 30-minute trip down I-85, giving you way less boat traffic, easy launching, and incredible bass fishing. If you're an outdoorsman or cyclist like myself, Chattahoochee Bend State Park is right here in Coweta County, offering nearly 3,000 acres along the river with great hiking trails, camping, and designated mountain biking trails. Sharpsburg gives you a great mix of school athletics, youth programs, school parks, and outdoor recreation that fits any family budget. Also, Sharpsburg and the surrounding areas offer a great mix of local churches and places of worship across several denominations, making it easy to find a welcoming home church. Number 6 is all about everyday convenience and where you'll actually do your shopping around Sharpsburg. For grocery shopping, you have Kroger at Thomas Crossroads, and at Fischer Crossings, you've got Publix, Costco, and Sam's Club, and they're all within a mile of each other. You also have the mall at Ashley Park in Noonan, just 10 to 12 minutes west down Highway 34, or if you're looking for smaller shops, you have Peachtree City just moments away in the opposite direction. Number 7 comes down to a couple of important practical things every home buyer thinks about, especially as we get older, and that's how close you are to quality health care and how easy your drive is if you have to commute for work or travel. When it comes to medical care, you're within moments of Piedmont Noonan Hospital, a top-rated, nationally recognized facility with top-rated specialists. And right around the hospital, along Highway 34, you have specialty practices. Everything from orthopedics and urology to pediatric clinics, family dentistry, and urgent care facilities, all grouped together in a convenient location. If you work in Atlanta or you fly frequently for business, getting on Highway 154 takes you straight onto I-85, putting you at the airport in about 30 to 35 minutes, and heading into downtown Atlanta is just another 15 to 20 minutes, straight up 85 or 285, depending on the traffic. If you're considering a move to Sharpsburg or any of the Atlanta metro areas, reach out to me anytime. Call, text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. All my contact information is in the description down below. I'm happy to help any way I can and help you find the right home in the right area for you and your family.